Hey, City Light. Just dropped the boys off to school. Sorry, everything isn't like in a professional studio, but I just had a window of time here and wanted to reach out to you and thank you for your support and your prayers for the candy cane hunt on Sunday. On Saturday, we're looking forward to that. The weather, if you continue to just pray that the weather may kind of hold off or hurry through, I think, because it's going to rain a little bit on Friday evening, and then possibly a few showers on Saturday morning. Now we've got a plan for that if it happens, but we prefer it to be nice and dry and outside. We're looking forward to that. Here's what's going to happen on Saturday morning: just a candy cane hunt. When at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. We're going to have three different groups, small groups of people that are signed up to come in. There's a number of people from the community, which we're excited for and thankful for. People are going to come through. They'll come into the auditorium at 10 o'clock. They'll sit down, kind of separate the best they can in their family units that they came with. We're encouraging people if they would like to wear a mask, need to wear a mask. That's certainly no problem there. I know a number of our people probably will have masks on as well. We are going to have just a kind of a fun opening with a fun Christmas song, sing with the kids, maybe a quick little video, and then I'm going to present just probably about 5 to 7 minutes, hopefully, and it really does have to be short for our program, just on the greatest Christmas gift. And we made a big giant Christmas gift up on the stage, and we're going to use that as an illustration, present the gospel to people. Then they're going to be kind of given directions to head downstairs. There's going to be a hot chocolate bar people will be serving there. Different opportunities. I was excited to see those being set up yesterday, the photo opportunities around the church for families to take pictures with their family, obviously, and then to go outside. And there's going to be a tent there for prayer and more info about the church. And there's also, I hid behind this tree because I didn't want the sun like glaring on my face in this video, but it's moved since we started the video. But there we go. There's going to be a tent for people to stop by for prayer and encouragement. One of the things we're trying to connect with people in our community to hear about their needs, if there's other needs that we could meet as a church, as individuals in the church. And so we're going to ask people to kind of fill out a card and turn that in if there's something we could pray for them about during this challenging year. And then the candy cane hunt, which is pretty simple. We're just going to we're going to hide some candy canes out in the field. So where do you hide them? In the grass and that sort of thing. We'll maybe hide them around the sides or whatever, but just put them out there and let the kids go at it. But just something a little different, a little simple, get kids outside. Here's what I want you to do is pray that God will use the gospel on that day. But then secondly, and I don't want this to get buried in this because this is important. Crystal gave me this list yesterday of some needs that we have, and I want to encourage you. I understand if you're the kind of person that, since COVID, you've gone to work, you've gone home, and you're locked down, high risk, not going anywhere. Look, I'm for you, and I'm for you, and I'm thankful for you, and I understand. Hey, I'm going to church from a distance, and I'm just doing the things I feel that I feel God's leading me to do to be safe and to lead my family. 100% for you. If you're the kind of person who's not that way, and you're not high risk or not overly concerned, or out and about and doing your things, the other things of life, and wearing a mask or not wearing a mask or whatever, I'm kind of talking to you. So please don't feel like, oh, I've been guilty. If you're in the first category, I'm not talking to you. But I am talking to you who are kind of going about life as best you can, and you come to church, you've been a part of that. I want to encourage you to consider being involved with this. I think it's important that as people come, and we'll probably have about, I'm guessing in those 3 sessions, about 150 people from our community, which isn't a huge number, but given the considerations of this year, I think it's a wonderful opportunity that we have just to love and serve people in our community, and really to begin a connection that may lead to a gospel opportunity, or it will lead to God's being glorified in our life and in their life. And so I want to encourage you to consider being a part of this. Here's some specific needs that we have that Crystal's asked for. First of all, is we for the photographer assistant, just to kind of help with taking pictures. And you don't have to know anything technical about a camera. It could be just using your iPhone and sending it to the person who is wanting the picture, or taking a picture with their phone, what have you. But a couple people that would help with the photograph stuff. And I know the teens are helping with the candy cane hunt itself, but if there is a response of teens, like 10 or 12 or 15 teens, then I would say, take 5 or 6 and we can run the candy cane hunt, and then maybe a couple teens could help in one of these other areas if they're interested. We need 2 people for the parking lot attendees, just kind of helping people just feel comfortable. Maybe hold a sign, people come comfortable, they park and say, hey, we're glad to hear, come on in. You just head to the front door, and the people being there let you know what's going on. And that one is something you could stay a great distance away from anybody. If the virus sort of stuff is a major concern for maybe not wanting to be involved in something like this, that's a great opportunity. The third one is that we need, she's asked for 3 people for the prayer team. And if we had 3 more people that were under that tent, or near that tent in the back patio on Saturday morning, and could just talk with people, they kind of would take a card that they may have filled out and then just say, hey, how's it going? What can we pray for you? How are you really doing? And just kind of dive into people's life and just open up and be a voice, be an ear, a voice of comfort, an ear to hear, and then an opportunity to pray, and maybe find a greater need that our church can minister to. I'm still hiding from the sunlight. 3 people for the hot chocolate bar, if you'd be willing to help. I know Esther's kind of heading that up, but just in you're wearing a mask, gloves, and serving the hot chocolate, keeping the water warm, and kind of helping keep those things stocked. And then a few people in the auditorium. Jenny and I are gonna be up in the auditorium with Nathan and April, I believe. We're the ones in charge of, and John and Elizabeth in charge of the kind of the main meeting there. And so if you'd like to help with that, and again, that's just kind of greeting people. Man, we're glad to hear. Where'd you come from? How'd you hear this? Man, we're going to start in a second and answer little questions here and there. Just kind of help people as they first come in the church and into the auditorium. So I'm looking for 9 plus 4, 13 people. And maybe it's your family. You say, hey, my family will help. Is my husband and I and our son or daughter or whatever, we'll help with the hot chocolate bar, or we'll help with the auditorium, or we'll do the prayer team thing. I'm not expecting a huge crowd given the weather, given the conditions of all the stuff in our world. But I do think it's important that we have people from our church there to receive them. And so if you haven't signed up yet, I apologize for the 8-minute length of this, but I did want to share. I'm giving up. I did want to share just my thoughts on this and encourage you to pray, but then also encourage you to be involved, especially for those of us who've been out and about and are doing our thing the best we can. I know Christmas has a lot of things on the plate, but this is a few hours this Saturday morning. This is a great opportunity for us to not only express the glory of God, but even to experience the glory of God in serving others and ministering. And I think it's one of those things that I understand that maybe you'll go, man, I don't want to get up a Saturday morning, get going, it's my only day, kind of that kind of thought. But I think it's one of those things that after you do it, for sure, you're like, man, I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad I listened to the end of this video, and I'm so glad that Matt kind of talked me in, twisted my arm, made me come and be a part of this. And so even if ideally, if you could be there for the whole time, that would just be the simplest. But even if you said, hey, I can come for 2 of the sessions, or I can come, for one of them, that would be a big help. And so I want to encourage you just to reach out to us, comment on Facebook, message me, or reach out to Crystal, and we'll get you plugged in. If there's a specific spot you want to be involved in, let us know. Otherwise, we'll do our best to profile you and stick you where we think you'll be good at. So thank you so much. We love you guys. If there's anything we can do for you coming into this weekend, please let me know. Even if you're like, hey, I just want to talk for a little bit, or I want to pray, we're here. Just reach out to us, and man, I'd love to hear from you. I genuinely would. When I see your name on my phone, I don't go, oh boy. I really am excited, and so just let me know if I can do anything for you. We love you guys. We're praying for you, and look forward to seeing you in person or online sometime this weekend.